Hey everyone, welcome to Techie Tip Tuesday. Bonus. This week we're going to share how to create a low key photo. Last week we did how to create a high key, and the low key is Jeff's specialty, so let's take a look at how he does it. Or I'm going to show you how I do it, which is kind of the same way. He might be a little fancier. Maybe. Alright, so I'm actually going to grab a photo that we took with just a black backdrop, and again use something black. Use a black piece of paper, use a black wall. And this, we didn't use studio lighting, just to show you more of an example of something that you would have handy. We just used a desk lamp, and that's what's creating that lighting there. And so to make it more low-key, we're going to go to Tune Image in Snapseed. And we're going to use brightness, and we're going to bring it down. And so already you see that it just really darkens the dark. And then you can hit any sort of other finer adjustments in there. Jeff, in a true low key, how is the contrast? Is it not much contrast? Or what's mostly indicative of like a true low key? Or tell us what you do.
It'll just depend on the feeling you want to evoke from the photo.
Okay. What would you do with this as far as the contrast? Leave it as is? Anything else you'd do there?
Looks great.
Okay, that was just literally like 3 little fine tunings to create that. And so check it and save. Alrighty, and then I might as well show you in Camera Plus too. Sometimes there are just filters that work perfectly in Camera Plus. And so if I'm not getting the exact look I'm looking for in Snapseed, then you can do this low key very easily there. By the opposite of last week's high key, instead of hitting the night like we did last week, there's a darken feature, and this is under the scenes. And so hit darken, and that helped. And then you could go ahead and choose the filter that you want. For this type of shot, I'm gonna first see what happens when I do the Ansel filter in Camera Plus in the black and white. That's a little that's pretty high contrast, so there's one option. Oops. And then let's also, under the filters, I want to check out what the plain black and white looks like, and that's under the color feature. So that one's just a little bit truer of a nature. The Ansel actually made it a little bit too much, which I wasn't looking for here, but you might be, depending on the mood. So just going through a couple of other options. And one of my favorites is called Fashion. Yeah, so that's kind of like really desaturated, not quite black and white. All right, so just a couple of options there for you. And I hope you enjoyed the techie tip.